Okay, so before we get started with everything, Ash asked the very important question of level of profanity. I am wanting to go for a PG-13 level of profanity. So,
which means we only get one per episode.
Yeah. We get one hard cuss per episode.
Collectively?
Yes.
Yes.
Just like how at the end of oh god, I forgot what movie it was.
It's gonna be Deadpool.
No. There was this one movie where it was like a kid scams his way into a lot of money, and at the very end, was it Richie Rich? I think it was Richie Rich. Anyways, they dropped the F-bomb at the very end. And it was like that was the only reason that movie was PG-13. But yeah. Yeah, we get one. Otherwise, Selfie is going to have to start bleeping, and while I find that hilarious, I don't want to give him any more work than necessary.
Yeah, also we can't bleep the stream.
That is true. We cannot bleep the stream. The bleeping is for the recording.
Unless you have a soundboard and are really quick on the draw.
I have neither of those things.
Soundboard. It is a digital soundboard, but it is a soundboard. No, I should be right. I've been working on the radio for like a year now?
Yeah.
Yeah, about a year.
Yeah, I'm more worried for me.
I think we're all worried about ourselves in some degree.
Yeah.
If it helps, I almost asked that question with a swear word in it. Like, come on.
Yeah. But yeah, so moving on to Potes' questions, names and pronouns and whatnot. I am John. I am the GM for this game. He, him, so on and so forth. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone! Okay, all at once.
You go while I recover.
I'm Hillary. I use they, them pronouns.
Yeah.
I'm Julian. Ash. Oh, well, never mind. Nope. No, you go.
I'm Ash. I use he, him pronouns.
And then I'm Julian. I use he, him pronouns.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, so yeah, before we get into character creation, I'll go ahead and read off some of the general knowledge of this town that your characters would know. So, let's see. The town is Portsmouth, Maine, located in Maine, United States. It has a population of 43,000. The mayor is Ezekiel Hatburn. He has been the mayor for the past 9 years. He's just starting on his third term. Which, fun fact, mayors in America do not have a term limit. I had to look that up. Yeah. Over the course of his tenure as mayor, he has created many jobs and affordable housings with his ongoing city beautification project, and directly because of those, unemployment and homelessness has plummeted.
He's too good, I don't trust him.
He's a driving force behind police reform in the city. I don't see why you wouldn't trust this man. He seems like a good guy. Okay, let's see.
Burns too many hats.
The city is very proud of its lobster trade and national park. Big into lobsters in this town. It's their favorite.
Is it their favorite?
It is their favorite. On June 16th, at the start of a lobster season in Maine, they have their annual lobster festival. Oh, sorry, the coffee is fighting me. Okay. Let's see. Portsmouth has 2 popular newspapers. Portsmouth Crier, which is your standard run-of-the-mill newspaper, and the Portsmouth Gazette. It used to be a standard run-of-the-mill newspaper, but after their profits began to fall, they decided to turn more into a tabloid. So they start reporting on the weird and out there in the wild. And leading into that, Portsmouth is unofficially the supernatural capital of the U.S. They claim to have ghosts, cryptids, sewer gators, the whole 9 yards. If you think a town has it, then Portsmouth is definitely going to claim they have it. This is mostly in part due to the tourism industry, which, the tourism board, who just lean in super hard. Like, they're all about paranormal rumors and urban legends, and pretty much the rest of the city officials do not like that. They'd rather Portsmouth be known for their lobsters, not for their lobster gators that live in the sewers. You know, I'm gonna write that down, because that is actually a thing I should use in the future.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So, what age period setting are we in? Modern?
Modern contemporary. Let's see. Some people who deal with the paranormal community in Portsmouth claim that it was what inspired H.P. Lovecraft's Innsmouth. For those of you who are in the know of the tourism industry, you know that's just a lot of hogwash. Like, it is purely because of the name. The city has no relation to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, which also claims to be very haunted. And I only learned about Portsmouth, New Hampshire a year after I made Portsmouth, Maine. And some people claim that acclaimed horror author Stephanie Queen has a summer home in town, but no one can prove it. Okay, so there are also a few notable locations throughout the city. You guys are not limited to these locations. When we get into character creation, you can come up with your own. These are just, just things to help you, like, figure stuff out if you want to be involved in them. So, actually, I'm going to share with you guys the map I made, which is up on stream currently, but that is the wrong chat. What chat is that I just sent that? Oh well, they're getting a Portsmouth map. Okay, so in our Discord, I've just uploaded the map, and I will go down and through the locations that are mentioned. So there's City Hall. It's the City Hall. It is housed in the renovated mansion of the city's founder and first mayor, Art Armitage. The Peace Station, the city's rebranded law enforcement, with the exception of very rare occasions, your standard peace officer is equipped with non-lethal tools such as tasers and pepper spray. Armitage Park, a park dedicated to the city's founder, Art Armitage. The Marina, it's a large marina at the coastal side of town for both private and commercial seacraft. Arkham University, community college known statewide for their baseball team, the Goats. St. Thurstan's Hospital, it's the local hospital, primarily funded by taxes with a few anonymous investors. The Rabbit Meadow Mall, a nearly abandoned mall with only a few stores open nowadays, the usual hangout for hoodlums and ne'er-do-wells. NQA Pawn Shop, owned by Norman Quincy Ackles, a stern but fair businessman. Some say the shop's names aren't his initials, but rather it stands for No Questions Asked. The Placeholder Cafe, one of the longest-running businesses in the city, located near the park. Wednesday's Bar, a local bar ran by Louis Wednesday. The Nuclear Gym, a popular gym with coffee, why are you betraying me? The Nuclear Gym, a popular gym well received for its energetic and polite personal trainers and well-maintained equipment. And finally, Elizabeth's Eldritch Encounters, a supernatural tour business owned and operated by Shauna Hallmarch, who bought it from the original Elizabeth. So yeah, those are all the locations that I have made. Well, me and the folks from the first game I ran of this, and I'm also going to throw out some house rules here, just so they're in the back of your minds. So I have two house rules that I pretty much use in anything, which is I know a guy. In any situation where it makes sense, a PC can declare I know a guy, and then you quickly come up with that NPC and their relationship to your character. The more details I have to fill in, usually the better. Upon the declaration of this NPC's existence, the PCs then roll a charisma check to see how the NPC reacts to them showing up. And the rule of cool, which is if the action a player takes is described sufficiently awesomely The difficulty of the check is lowered, especially if it's particularly in character, on point, or epic. And these next two are more important towards character creation, which is the range of your anima, which I'll get into later, and your character's drive, which I will get into later. Okay. And, yeah, just the last little thing here is something I wrote up for Portsmouth, which it is off in the corner. It's on the left side of the stream. But, yeah, it is Portsmouth. Wow. I screwed up immediately. One word in. I need more coffee.
Wrong.
Portsmouth, Maine is a quiet city well known for its lobsters and beautiful parks. However, much to the vexation of the city officials, it is known for its supernatural happenings. Anything and everything from ghostly figures to cryptids have allegedly been sighted in the city and nearby national park. Despite the efforts of those in charge, Portsmouth is a weird city. But surely that's just people's imaginations running away with them. Okay, and that is everything from the Portsmouth Zodiac information document. I believe all you guys have access to that if you need to cross-reference anything. A blobfish is looking at it right now, so definitely one of you can see it. Okay. Alright, so because Julian has done this before, he will be our guinea pig for building characters.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Alright, so we will go for, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and send everyone the Roll20 link. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Did something go wrong?
Yeah, sorry, there it is. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna send everyone...
Oh, it's offline for me.
Oh, it is?
Oh, God.
Well then! Very well, everybody get out pen and paper, because you're gonna have to record your stats.
Oh wait, I typed in .com, not .net. Never mind.
I had that Google sheet.
Oh, you have a Google sheet?
Yeah.
Oh, rad. Okay.
I
think I
was
sent
wrong,
it.
by the way.
Okay.
I typed in roll20.com instead of .net.
Okay. Well, I sent you the thing to the game, so once people have joined that, I will provide character sheets for them. So, anyways, we're going with Julian first. Do you have a name?
Do I have a name?
Do you have a name?
I thought it was Julian.
Let me log in to this.
Let me log in. Gotcha.
Here.
How do I just
my character's name.
Yes.
Let me fix up my stuff. My character's name is Florence. He, him. Florence Valentine de la Fontaine.
Dang.
So.
Oh, he fancy.
Or it could be just Fontaine. I haven't fixed up the details yet, but let me...
Okay, so I will go ahead and give you the character sheet. Alright, you changed your name. Okay, so all of you are going to be able to see one another's... Okay, do all of you want to be able to see each other's character sheets?
I'm not particularly fussed either way.
Yeah,
Is it important that we see each other's character sheets?
Not really. Okay, so you have Mr. Florence here. So, what are his stats? Well, okay, first I should explain stats. So, in Overarms, you are given 5 dice to represent your stats. D4, D6, D8, D10, D12. And, yeah, you put one of those in each of your stats. And then, when you have to go roll a stat check of some sort, you use that dice. And when you level up, you get to pick one of these dice except for a D12, and you bump that up to the next level. I think it's a pretty cool system. So, what are Mr. Florence's HP, intelligence, strength, charisma, and dex?
And do we have the character? Oh, we do have the character sheet.
Yes, I am.
There we go.
Yeah, I will be adding character sheets as we go.
Okay, so should we start with the highest?
Sure.
Okay, so his highest is charisma.
I would never have guessed.
Second highest.
Yeah, full disclosure, I know a bit about this character.
Yeah, I have forced you to know a little bit about this character.
Okay.
So second highest, so the D12 is charisma. D10 is int.
Mm-hmm.
The D8 is dexterity.
Oh, please, God. Do not pull a Mariel.
What?
What's next? What's
concerned?
D6? D6
would be health.
Oh, thank God.
And then strength is a D4.
Okay, strength is your dump stat. We had a friend in our other game who she decided to put the D4 in health and went down in the first fight. It was kind of glorious. Okay, so we have. Okay, let's move on to some more parts of your character before we get on to your anima. So your virtue, vices, and drives. So basically, what these are is your virtue is kind of like the thing that your character holds the highest. Like I can't stand to see people get bullied. I can't, I'm always here for truth, so on and so forth. For those who play Fate, it's kind of like your high concept. For those who play D&D, I don't know. I don't think there is. Yeah, that would be your ideal. Yeah, it's your ideal. So, what is Florence's virtue?
You see, I had all of this time when I was thinking about this character.
You had most of a month
to come up with any of these things, and instead I made a Pinterest board. So
completely valid.
I think that's about where I am. Let me just kind of talk him out. He is very driven. He's very mover and shaker. He's gonna get things done.
Yeah, he's a go-getter.
He is a go-getter. He wants things to run smoothly, and he wants things to he doesn't want the man to put down all your fun, really.
He wants things to run smoothly, and he wants things to be exciting.
Yes. So, I guess his virtue would be kind of like freedom, or it's weird to say freedom, because he does do a lot of paperwork, but let's circle back around to virtue, because his vice is definitely extravagance and vanity.
Oh yeah, from the Pinterest board you showed me, yeah, definitely. Okay, and for his drive for this campaign, it will be a friend's cousin is missing.
Oh.
Yeah, so that is the call to action in this campaign.
All right.
Okay, so you give us our drive.
Usually in a regular game, no, but for this one, it's like I need a reason for you lot of chuckleheads to be in a group.
Yeah.
So you're giving us our quest.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, I am giving you the impetus for the for the story. All right. So where there's I'm going to drag the PDF over here. So tell us a little bit about Florence. Tell us a bit about his background and history.
So Florence, he is kind of a prodigal son returned to Portsmouth. He went away for college and ended up back here because he thinks that the cryptid tourism is just chef's kiss. Mwah, perfect. He is so down with all of the crazy stuff Portsmouth tourism industry is laying down. He is on board. So he came back to get involved with the tourism industry and the tourism board, and he is kind of like a driving for, like, he is their bulwark against city council, because he wants this crazy extravagance to continue. So he is like doing the paperwork. He is on the ground level, pushing back against City Hall to make sure that they don't shut down any of the attractions. They don't, that we can continue having cryptid fest and crazy, like, ghost parties. I don't know. We're gonna have ghost parties now. And just like haunted houses, just all of that. He is ready to do paperwork in order to make that happen.
I can totally see Florence as the kind of guy where like somebody's trying to come in hard on Elizabeth's Eldritch encounters, like, oh, you don't have the paperwork to do this, and then he just kicks in the door, throws a manila envelope on the counter. It's like, yeah, she does.
Yes, like he's the guy that comes in with like the sunglasses and pulls them down dramatically, and then pulls out like a crisp, embossed form from his briefcase and just like slaps it down. Yeah, that's the vibe.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. What is next? Speaking of sunglasses, what does Florence look like?
Okay. So, Florence is about 6 feet tall and kind of like, you heard his stats. He's not very buff. He's very much more of a paper pusher. He's very kind of like
a pencil neck,
I guess. He's very broomstick-esque. We've got this twiggy aesthetic. But despite the fact that he is about 6 feet tall, he does wear platform heels all the time. Constantly.
Like a hero?
You cannot get this guy out of platform heels. And he's got like this really kind of avant-garde sort of gender non-conforming, like Billy Porter on a red carpet kind of fabulous vibe, but also like mixed with business. So, he likes wearing suits that have like really interesting construction and things like that. And hear
me out. That guy that was making headlines because he's a straight white man and he's wearing heels and business skirts to work and all that?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I'm picturing that level of like business attire.
Images like that are on the Pinterest board.
Yes. I'll have to share the Pinterest board. It is a fun time. But
that Pinterest board definitely has some JoJo's on it.
It does. That's for like the weekend though. When he's at work, he wears a respectable avant-garde suit. And he has kind of like medium brown, kind of I guess medium brown hair would be the term. And it's fairly short. He's like clean shaven, and he's got moderately pale skin. And I never thought of an eye color. Oh my god. You know what? He has gray eyes. That's fine. Whatever. And he is just an absolute delight.
Okay, so the last thing for your character is your socioeconomic standing. So you work for City Hall, so you're not rich, but you're a little higher up the food chain than middle class.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that being paid works in this game, good lord, okay, is basically poverty, $10 a day, middle class, $20 a day, rich is $40 a day. So because you're kind of in the upper end of a middle class, I'll say that you make about $30 a day, and this is just like abstract money.
Okay.
So yeah, like if you guys say like, hey, I want to buy this $300 sniper rifle, like I'm gonna make you earn it. But if it's like, hey, I want some of these $5 sodas, like I'll probably just give it to you.
So I've put down upper middle class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, put like $30 a day next to it or something.
Yes.
Okay, so now we get to the exciting part, the Anima. So for the theming of this game, probably somewhat obvious with the campaign's name, we will be using a Zodiac for the reference, or for like the building blocks of the Animas. In the home game, I used the Western Zodiac. So in this one, we will be using the Chinese Zodiac. And basically, all that means is like your Anima, your stand, your persona, whatever you want to call it, will be referencing the Chinese Zodiac in some way, shape, or form. Like, it could be that the Anima looks like a bird, but it's named like Supersonic Boomerang. Or it could be that the Anima's name is Nuclear Dragon, but it looks like a motorcycle. Like, just so long as there's that reference in the Anima, like, it is fine. You could be fancy and have the name and the design of the Anima be, like both reference the Zodiac. But, yeah. So, going on, what is the name of your Anima? And I guess by extension, like, what Zodiac sign are you going to be using as a...
Man, I had to come up with the name of my Anima? Are you...
Okay, let's come back to this. What sign is your Anima?
So my sign is going to be the rat.
All right. And what type of Anima is it? You have the four choices: the fighter, the magician, the guardian, or the assassin.
So I was thinking magician.
Okay.
Because this feels very magician.
Okay, so a moderately long-range support type stand Anima.
Mm-hmm.
a stanima.
Just get that beeped out. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Just Selfie. Every time we say stand, just beep it out. Especially when I just said stand.
Oh no.
Okay, so on if you guys have the PDF open, on page 27 there are a list of example Anima abilities, which you guys can use if you want. So for your Anima ability, you kind of want level 1 to be kind of bland, or kind of you don't want it to be hyper specific, as the more kind of generic it sounds, the easier it will be to build upon it in later levels. So, I remember you gave me a laundry list of nouns and verbs. So, what did you wind up deciding on for
Well, I kind of wanted to discuss this with the rest of my group, because, it may have effects on them. So I narrowed it down to 6 possibilities. And you just when it sounds pretty good, you just chime in, all right? Okay.
I have also told Julian this. In our home game, I banned one person from using many of the powers he suggested because I know him and he is evil. But in this game, I am not going to say no to anyone's powers. I will make suggestions, but I'm not going to outright ban a power. So, be free. Be free, my children.
Okay, so here's option 1 is invert. Just think about what that might feel like. Option 2 is orient. Option 3 is reload.
I just want to orient as in orientation, not as in the weird phrasing for Asia.
Yes. So like orientation, the facing directions of things. Yes. Option 3 is reload. Option 4 is snatch. So that's much more like stealing little things kind of thing.
I feel like snatch is kind of like in line with being a rat.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Option 5 is file. And by this I do mean like manila folders. And then option 6 is mask.
Oh, not lamp? Not broom?
No, it's not. It's not. You had shown an affinity toward mask when we were discussing it in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I heard some resonance towards snatch. Is that fair to say?
I like snatch,
Yeah.
and but I feel like snatch could also be more assassin-y. I think if you wanted to go magician, invert sounds pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like invert was also one of the stronger ones we were discussing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, let's go with invert then.
Okay.
There's probably a lot of crazy things I could do with that.
Okay. So let's define level 1 invert. What can level 1 invert do?
Okay, so level 1 invert. It definitely is going to be like the physical manifestations of things. You can, I'm not going to go invert like your memories or something. Like it has to be concrete.
Has to be something you or your stand can touch. Anima.
Yes. So it has to be a physical object. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So invert is interesting because it has a lot of like, I guess, meanings or ways you can take it. Applications, certainly. So perhaps for a level 1, it's just inverting. I guess it kind of is like direction. It would be similar to orient in which, like, I could flip something upside down, or I could, swap something back and forth. I don't know.
Okay, so we'll say like a reverse direction for invert level 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and put that down on your sheet.
Okay.
And have you thought about the design of your anima at all?
My anima is going to be a straight up rat.
Like just a normal looking rat, or like?
I think that it is going to have some interesting design elements to it. Like, I was thinking like it could look like inorganic in some way. Like maybe it's a robot rat, or maybe it's but it is the size and shape of a literal rat.
Okay.
But it could look like it's impossibly made out of stone, and you don't exactly know how it's moving because, it should be a rigid structure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, like in my brain, like just throwing it out there, I was imagining like the rat was made out of like forms, like sheets of paper.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I just went
pretty
Wizard
cool.
Rat and then posted that photo in the Discord of the rat with the little tiny crocheted hat.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's cute.
Oh, yes. You see, that is the kind of thing that is going to happen. Like, regardless of what the stand actually looks like, it is going to be dressed up at some point.
I just want to make an a correction. Addendum, thank you. Selfie, you do not have to bleep every time we say stand. That was just a fun goof.
Oh, gosh.
Sessions, I think it's alright in session 0. Once we actually start playing, we should try and...
Once we start playing, then you should bleep them.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I was gonna say we should just try and be a little bit more aware that we're saying anima.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, for future reference, anima is the plural... The plural of anima is also anima, because there is a secondary type of creature in this game, which is called an animus, and the plural of animus is also animus. So we kind of got this moose situation going with both types of creatures or entities. So yeah.
So here's the only thing that I'm thinking is that I do want it to be shiny.
Laminated paper.
Sparkle rat!
It does need to be a sparkle rat because it needs to go with my outfit.
Of course.
It's
a reflection of Florence, after all.
Mm-hmm. So, it could be like a crystalline structure.
Ooh.
It could be like a crystal rat.
I know a lot of people who had crystal rat. They're in jail now.
Oh. Well, you are from Arkansas.
Yeah, that's true. So,
hey, my crystal rat guy just lives down the road. Welcome to Armadale.
Okay, so we got a crystalline rat.
Yes.
All right, and now we do the rat stats. So they are
rat stats.
So yeah, the way the way you determine the stats for your anima is the same as the person, but the anima has several different I need more water to counteract that coffee. So, the way the anima stats are set up with anima power, range, power, defense, and speed, you and your anima both share the same HP pool. Any damage that hits the anima is reflected on your character, and once you take enough damage to go down, you go down. So the anima power isn't your anima's HP, it is how often you can summon your anima and use its ability source. So, summoning the anima is 1 anima point. Every time you use its level 1 ability, that is also an anima point. These refresh, like all the other things, these refresh after you sleep, so feel free to just go nuts with them. In combat, you can target multiple enemies or characters with your anima's power, but you spend 1 additional AP per each creature you're attacking that way, or affecting that way. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Range is how far away your anima or its effect can be from you before it stops. And this is one of my house rules. So the rules is written. These are actual campaign notes. Okay, my house rules. So rules is written states that a anima's range is 3 times the size of the dice used. So a D4 means that that your anima's range is 12 meters. Because I don't want to figure out how far that is on a game tile, your dice is going to represent how many squares the effect or the anima can travel away from you in combat. So D4 equals 4 squares. And we'll use the original rules as written for distances and non-combat scenes, where it's probably going to be extremely abstract anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to state that.
So here is a further question, just for clarification.
Yes.
So does that mean that I could have my rat scurry out, 4 squares, and then from that rat's position is where the range of their ability effect is, or are the ability effects centered on me or on my anima?
Okay, I'm gonna say if your anima has some kind of effect that requires you to touch something, like your anima, for instance, the range will be the range of the anima, and you know what? Yeah, we'll say that the range of the power's effect will radiate from the anima itself. So,
okay.
Yeah, if you if you hit something at your 4 space distance with a reversal, and it turns around and it starts going, once it hits that 5th space away from the rat, it would be able to turn around and come back. So yeah, so long as you keep your rat within that range, the effect will continue. Another thing that is important about Anima Stats, defense is not your AC, it is your damage reduction. Your AC will actually be your initiative, which I believe is speed and dex combined. Yeah, one second, I'm going to double check this. Shot right past it. Yep, it is your dex and your speed, determines your initiative, and defense is your damage reduction. So just keep that in power. Wow. I need more coffee. So keep that in mind when statting your animas. So speaking of, what is this business rat's stat block looking like?
Okay, so since I am a magician, I want I want my AP and range to be pretty high. But so here's another question: what does power mean in this context?
Okay, so power is the physical force your anima can exert. So, like, if we are talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, for example, Star Platinum would have a D12 in power, because he hits like a dump truck. Alright, I suppose I should also mention, so when you attack with your anima, you are actually attacking with 2 stats. So, each class basically has different stats they fight with. For the magician, you are using your intelligence and your range as your your attack. I believe it is intelligence and range +2? Okay, you got that?
Yes.
Okay.
I got that pulled up.
Okay, good. Oops.
But so basically, I as a magician, I basically don't really concern myself with power very much.
Yeah, your deal is not stopping power. Your deal is inflicting effects, for all intents and purposes.
Okay. So,
that doesn't mean you can't, like, hit someone at a rat traveling at terminal velocity.
Yes, but that's not going to be my first option.
Yeah, it's just the difference of getting hit by a hacky sack and a dump truck. Like, it's still gonna sting, but it's not your main source of effect.
Okay. So I think that I definitely want range to be the most important thing here, because I think it would be funny to reverse the direction of things at 60 feet away.
Yeah.
So range is going to be 12. And then I'm going to have AP at 10.
All right. So that is something that I forgot to mention. So your AP and your HP are doubled for the purposes of combat. So Florence actually has 12 HP and 20 AP doing this.
And then my speed is going to be 8.
Nice.
Defense at 6.
All right. So that's
and
going to
then
be
power
6
at
damage
4.
reduction. And strength continues to be dump stat.
Oh, yes. I do not. Do I look like I've done a push-up in my life? So that's gonna be my cool rat.
Yeah. And we will figure out your virtue and the name of your anima at a later date.
Yeah, we'll come back. I'm gonna give it a think while everybody else is making their characters.
We'll swing back around. Hillary, Ash, which one of you wants to go next?
I've done most of mine already.
All right.
So I don't know if Hills needs more time to think through. I'm happy to go next.
Okay. We will go with you next. I have set you up a character sheet and roll 20.
Okie dokie.
All right. So let's start at the beginning. What is your name?
My name is Colton Granger, sir.
Oh, I love him already.
Oh no, I love him.
Okay, how do I actually
There you go.
edit this character sheet? Okay, character sheet. Okay. So we are level 1.
Yep.
I am a guardian.
Oh, cool. Okay,
so I really focused on defense.
Fair enough.
Let's my HP in.
Okay, so let's starting with the start. Your what are your 5 stats?
So my HP is a D10.
Okay.
My intelligence is a D4.
Checks out.
My strength is 12.
Nice.
My charisma is 6. And my dex is an 8.
Oh, very dexterous guardian. All right, so
I figured I didn't know what else to put in as the dump stat. So.
Fair enough. So let's go to your virtue, vices, and we already have the drive for everyone.
Okay, so it's all our same friend.
Yeah. I suppose I should mention this out. Unless you guys want your characters to know each other, this is basically a friend of yours has reached out and he's trying to get as many people as he knows into this investigation. So you don't necessarily have to know each other, but you guys all definitely know him.
Okay.
Gotcha. So my virtue is that I always help those in need.
Okay, like that.
My vice is I'm extremely stubborn.
Oh, I love it. Let's whenever you're done putting those in, if you wanted to, let's go ahead and hear a little bit about Colton's backstory.
So Colton Granger is a simple country boy. He came up to the big city to help out his friend, and he doesn't really know what he's doing right now.
Oh, I love him so much.
He considers Portsmouth to be the big city?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, my sweet child.
Oh, this is great. I love this guy.
He's about late 20s, 6'6" on a good day. Very muscular, very messy, sort of sandy blonde hair, a short. It's like he's trying to keep his beard well trimmed, but it's not working. And he mostly dresses in simple clothes like cargo pants and then a fairly form-fitting cotton shirt and then combat boots. He also has a couple of piercings on his ears, and I'm going to sound extremely pretentious here, honey-colored eyes.
Ooh.
So
just for reference, does he wear the combat boots because he used to serve, or is it just these are the best steel-toed boots he could get a hold of?
Best steel-toed boots.
Okay.
I suppose combat boots probably isn't the right term. They'd literally be like work boots, yeah.
Okay, I can dig it. So
he also smokes cigars on occasion.
Yeah, that checks out. So what's his regular job? What would his socioeconomic status be? Also, I just love saying socioeconomics.
Makes you feel fancy.
Yes, I feel learned.
He'd probably actually be poor at the moment. He does come from a very small farming town and a farming family, but he's currently living off not an inheritance, but what he had in his savings when he left to come and help his friend. So I don't think he has a job at the moment, and he's quite possibly crashing on someone's couch. Okay,
yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and at the moment give him the poverty level of social status. So that's like $10 per day. But since you did mention he has a savings account, later we can state how much money is in that savings account, so that if you needed to, I don't know, quickly rent a car, that would be a thing.
He's definitely living below his means right now. I also kind of envision him getting a job as a builder at some point.
Okay. Portsmouth does have a lot of opportunities for construction work.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention because I thought it was really funny. He's allergic to shellfish.
Oh, that's great.
No.
Oh, this poor man.
Oh.
That was the first thing that popped into my head when you said it was like the lobster capital. I went, yes. My character's going to be allergic to lobster.
I love it. Alright, so yeah, I suppose that is all we need at the moment for Colton, so let's move on to his anima. You said it was a guardian type?
Yes.
Alright.
And I based it off the ox.
Alright, so you're using an ox. Do you have a name for your anima yet?
Not yet. I'm still, I was going with Asterion, and then I went, that's too Greek mythology when I'm going with a Minotaur vibe, so I'll figure something out later.
Okay. So speaking of Minotaur, the look of your Anima.
He is a giant yellow minotaur with like glowing yellow eyes and just wears very basic leather metal armor and just kind of a scrappy loincloth. And the yellow is because I was looking at the Wuxing, which is like the 5 elements in Chinese philosophy. And earth is associated with yellow, and the ox zodiac is associated with the earth element. So I kind of will just put that together.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, your abilities. Do you know what your Anima's power is?
I didn't come up with a name. I thought he could touch someone and cause them to turn to stone, which would prevent them from moving and also prevent them from taking damage, but then that felt too good for a first level ability, if that makes sense.
That definitely does feel like a higher level ability.
Yeah, so I was thinking like just touch or element or earth or stone or something.
Yeah, like you could definitely do like an earthbender style deal with your Anima.
Yeah, I'm not super sure on that because I didn't really get what a level 1 ability is meant to look like.
It can be fancy or flashy. It just can't be like it needs room to grow is what it needs.
Yeah.
So yeah, like inverse can only reverse objects at the moment, but later it can probably do some ridiculous trash that I'm not expecting. Yeah, we had our friend Mariel, who I already mentioned. She had gravity be her powers. So level 1 was she could increase or decrease how much gravity affected an object. And she showed me the math, and I was like, okay, level 3, I guess you can make a black hole now.
Yeah, that tracks. I'll go with defense as ability 1, so it's...
Okay, yeah, like if you want to go the petrification route, maybe you can make yourself or others like more durable, like denser. Yeah, so I guess we can make like your power be petrification and just have like level 1 be like people you touch get a bonus to their defense. And let's see, do you want that to be a flat bonus of like +1 or +2, or do you want it to be a modular bonus, like you spend X amount of AP and that's how much of a damage reduction they get?
For now, I think for level 1, just a flat +1 or +2.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, just in abilities, just put like we'll say +1 to defense at the moment, just to see how busted that is.
Yeah, I've put Petrify +1 bonus to defense.
Yeah, if it's not terribly busted, I might allow you to do +2. We'll see. So, for your stats, you are a guardian, so I believe strength and defense are your damage types?
Yes, which is really messed up, because my defense is also a 12.
Oh boy. Okay, so we got defense at 12.
Yep.
What is your AP?
8.
8. Okay, that's pretty good. That's 16. Your range?
My range is 6.
Okay. Your power?
10.
10. Nice. And you're a very slow boy with a speed of 4.
Yes, I figured that was what would make sense for who is basically a tank.
Yeah. Alright, I believe that is all we need from Colton.
Okay. This just automatically saves it, right?
It should.
Okay, there we go. Oh, it changed it to a fancy font.
Oh, nice. Alright. And Hillary.
Alright. My character's name is Tammy Whittle.
Oh, I love him. Alright, alright, I have set you up with the character sheet.
Right. Should I plug these things in now?
Yeah, like as we're going. Alright. So, Tammy Whittle?
Yes.
Alright. And what are her stats?
Her stats?
Yep.
I have her charisma's 12.
Dang.
Dex is 10.
Nice.
Strength is 8. Hit points are 12, and intelligence is my dump stat with 4.
You have a 6 floating around.
The HP, I doubled the 6 for the 12. Okay.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I assume that's what
Alright, so do you have her virtues and vices?
Yes. So her virtue is as a former Miss Lobster, she loves her town and will always defend its reputation, even if it sounds super shady.
Oh, I love it.
And her vice is that she is extremely image-oriented. Like, everything is about image.
Oh, we got two vain people in the party.
No.
People around her
Colton
image.
is going to implode.
And she works at the local gym.
Okay. Nuclear gym or a different competitor?
Yeah, nuclear gym.
Okay. Oh boy, I'm
Born
glad
and
about that.
I'm glad about that.
All right, so she's former Miss Lobster and was born here. Anything else about her background or history?
She comes from a pageant family that moved up to Maine.
So her mother was a literal monster, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it depends. Depends on how you view things. I think so.
So, based on her virtue, she likes it up here in Portsmouth?
Yes. She has no plans on leaving.
Yet. All right. So, was she pushed hard to do the pageantry thing, or like even from a child's age was she like, yeah, I want to do this?
Yeah, she was super like, yeah, I want to do this.
Okay.
She loved the glitz and the glam and like, yes.
She is a former Miss Lobster. Did she get overthrown, or did she retire?
Not too old.
She got too old?
Too old.
Okay, so...
She's in her 20s now. It's way too old to be...
Yeah, she's basically an old woman. Does she still take part in the Lobster Fest as like a administrative role, or like helping out with the things?
Yes. Yeah, she is on the board.
Okay. What does she look like? What does a former Miss Lobster look like?
All right, she's about 5'3", 5'4", so she's tiny. She has long blonde hair that she keeps in either curls or one side bun. And she's always wearing her either work uniform or red dress, or she loves the color red, and she's got blue eyes.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. And let's see. She works with the bleh. I need more coffee. What is going on? Okay. So she works with the pageantry. You know more about that world than I do. What would you say her socioeconomic standing is?
I would say either middle class or upper class.
Okay.
Not really sure which one to do.
Okay. We'll split the difference a little bit. And we will say that you're I hate saying this, upper middle class. So you'll get like 25 a day.
Okay.
And good lord, I need to drink more coffee before doing these.
Can we get a counter for how many times you've said coffee this episode?
Yes, please.
I was gonna start keeping track of the amount of times we've said stand.
But I do also enjoy the fact that we are two glam, just people out here doing it, and we are bankrolling this absolute country bumpkin.
I know, once you started explaining your character, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is one of the fun things I like about the games I run. Is I am all for people making who is effectively the same character. Because then it feels like you either get the like the same hat interaction, just like, yeah, you're cool, or you get like two opposing like chimpanzees in a room, and only one's gonna come out.
When I think my character at least leans a little bit more towards like the fitness pageantry, whereas Julian's character is a little more just the fashion.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask what would qualify a Miss Lobster, since this is a creation of your own doing.
I think just like the local. I mean, I'm basing this on like the Miss Milk Days we have here, so I don't know, but I'm just assuming it's just like a local contest. You know, like beauty, smart, like
beauty / talent pageant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, as soon as the same thing as with like Ash said, like as soon as you said lobster, I was like, ah yes, I am former Miss Lobster.
Alright, so let us move on to your anima. Do you have a
I
name?
do.
Yes,
Oh.
I do. My anima's name is Protein Fluff.
Oh,
And it's an assassin.
Can we get kind of fit, kind of fat to sponsor us for a protein?
I would
shirt?
love that.
Yeah, they are an assassin, and they are a anamorphic, like a humanoid snake, but made out of whipped cream.
I love it.
oh my god.
So, okay, so yeah,
And then
you have posted you've posted an image of what you've done in Hero Forge in the in
Yeah, I couldn't do great.
it looks good enough to get the point across. So when you say it's made out of whipped cream, is it a situation where the shade and the shine of the whipped cream makes it look like a actual creature, or is it like that is a snake person made of whipped cream?
That is a snake person made out of whipped cream.
Okay. So it looks kind of gooey, kind of moist.
Yeah, like it squishes. If you touch
Yeah.
it, it would squish.
Oh, I love and hate this thing at the same time.
I absolutely love it.
All right. So
They are fabulous.
okay. So Protein Fluff is a assassin. You're obviously using Snake
Yes.
for your sign. So I believe assassin is Dex and Speed for your damage and your attack.
Yeah.
So those are definitely not your dump stats. So I forgot how I've been organizing this, but yeah, let's go to your Anima Stats real quick.
All right. My speed I did is my 12.
Fair enough. This is a very fast snake made out of whipped cream.
My D10 I put to my AP, so for 20.
Good.
Power 8,
All right.
defense 6, and ranged 4.
Okay. All right. So have you put any thought into your abilities for a
Yes,
Puff
I
Fluff?
decided to not be super creative, and when I saw create and manipulate acid, I was like, yes, snake. So
Mhm.
they are a whipped cream snake that can create and manipulate pink acid.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I'm into it.
Okay, so yeah, that actually seems like a pretty good like level 1 that we can build off of. So yeah, acid creation. We should probably like determine right now how strong this acid is. So
I would think, like, at this point, not very caustic, but, like, I mean, it could eat through something if it sat there long enough, but it's not gonna, like, eat through something instantly.
okay, so it's gonna cause more chemical burns to people, but like can melt through some paper, no problem.
Yeah, like, I could get through some cardboard, maybe.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I think that is everything for your character creation.
Can I ask a question about Tammy?
Yeah.
How does she feel about the cryptozoology?
She is very into it since it is such a big part of town history.
Okay, because it seemed like she was coming down on the lobster side, so I was just trying to make sure.
Yeah, Tammy seems like she's into all of it,
Okay.
Yeah.
like lobster and the cryptids.
I mean,
As
for math.
long as it's about Portsmouth, she's like, yes.
All right.
Okay.
So we have everyone's characters.
What is the name of our friend whose cousin is missing?
Your friend is. Need to scroll down. Okay, his first name is Mark. Give me one second.
Is it possible to slightly shift the drive on for Colton, where instead of Mark being his friend, Mark is his cousin, so it's like a
Yeah.
second cousin or a third cousin or something is missing?
Yeah, sure, that works. And you know what? I will also give Mark Colton's last name. They are cousins on his dad's side. Wait. Yes. So yeah, Mark Granger is kind of a mutual friend between all you guys. He is he's just kind of a dude. He does odd jobs around town. He's kind of a jack of all trades. Yeah. Yeah, like if you looked at him, it would be like, yep, that is certainly a guy. He's got brown hair, blue eyes, kinda tannish skin. He almost always wears like one of those puffy like vests.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like that's like his biggest, like, yep, that's Mark kind of thing. So, yeah, we have our 12 city locations currently, with some of you working at, okay, let's see, Tammy works at the gym and helps out with the festival planning, so she also does some volunteer work. Florence, does he work at City Hall, or does the tourism board have their own offices somewhere?
Okay, so here's what I was thinking, because typically the tourism board is a government organization, right?
Yep.
So it would make sense that it would have some offices. But I feel like because of the I guess hostilities with City Hall, it would be closer to it would probably be more in the historic district or closer to Weird Town.
Okay, I can add that location there later. All right, the offices of the tourism bureau.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Also, I just realized the map on Roll20 I have of the town is outdated because I don't have the placeholder cafe. So yeah, let's see. Are there any other locations that Florence frequents that you can think of right now? Like, isn't like I feel like the location thing also falls under the I know a guy rule, where it's like if it makes sense, you could say like, oh yeah, no, I know where we can go to get this information or this object or what have you. So like, if you guys don't want to come up with the more locations right now, that's fine.
I can't think of anything right now. But...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, let's hop back over to Colton. So is Colton crashing on at Mark's house, or
Colton is definitely crashing at Mark's place.
Okay. So yeah, Mark will definitely live in the residential district towards the southern end of town. Like probably not all the way down at the peninsula, but a bit further southwest of Wednesday's bar.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
So that's probably a bit too far away for him to walk to the nuclear gym. How far? Roughly?
Yeah, I have a. Okay, it's not a far run or far walk for me, but also I'm a psychopath. But yeah, luckily for Colton, the city really cares about public transport. So there is a tram that kind of goes through town. There's plenty of buses that stay on time.
Okay. So he probably frequents Wednesdays and the nuclear gym a lot.
Okay. Let's see. So he's relatively new in town. Like, he was called up by his cousin to come hang out, and then later to investigate the missing of your mutual cousin.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Mark gave you a call one day, invited you to come up and check out Lobster Fest, and Colt, it's the start of summer.
My cousin doesn't even remember that I'm allergic to shellfish.
Yeah. Mark might just be like, yeah, no, this is fun. I should call my cousin up here.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so yeah, frequents nuclear gym, Wednesday's bar. Yeah, we'll say
that's how he found out he was allergic to shellfish.
Oh no!
He'd never had lobster before, or any kind of shellfish, and then he's just invited to Lobster Fest and has a severe allergic reaction.
Oh no!
Is this a horrible childhood memory, or is this
no,
now?
This is last week.
Oh no!
Okay, so yeah, we'll say you've been in town for about a week. Just getting having a bit of vacation from the farm. Oh my god! Go ahead and add EpiPen to your inventory.
I was considering making that my vice, but I was like, no, that doesn't make sense.
I'm just so addicted to staying alive. Oh, it's my vice.
I love it so much.
All right, so yeah, let's go back to Tammy. Do you have any locations other than the nuclear gym and City Hall that you frequent?
I don't think so. Because I was actually looking those two are pretty much a straight shot between them, so she probably will live near one of them or between them as well.
Okay.
So Like, anywhere else that she'd go at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, these aren't vitally important. It's just, like, additional character and world-building things.
Mhm.
I will go ahead and find the document I made and add the tourism board.
Mm-hmm.
Offices.
Offices.
That is totally
I know,
how
I'm
you
trying to-
spell words.
No.
What was that?
Sorry. I was just complaining about spelling skepticism.
Oh, Lord. Dyslexia is a sin against words. That is
All right.
that's just a cruel joke some linguists decided to play on people who can't read good.
Dyslexia.
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, right. This is a very important thing I almost forgot to mention. So, who here was born with their anima ability?
This is the part I forgot to do.
Well, this is a simple like yes or no. Like, it could be anywhere from you've had this thing that just kind of shows up whenever you want or need it to, and it does weird things, or it could be like it's taken a more subdued role, like wow, yeah, that truck hitting me going 80 miles an hour really should have killed me, but whew, I am very much unhurt. Or is it just nothing weird has ever happened to you before? So, like, if you do decide, like, no, I haven't had an anima or any supernatural things happen to me in the past, there is a story point where we will be getting into the doling out of anima abilities.
I think Colton definitely has had it, because I think his family owns a cattle farm, just to tie in the whole cow thing a bit more, kind of.
Really likes them cows.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think anything weird has happened to him to the point where his anima has had to manifest.
Okay.
So he's like a little bit more durable. He gets head-butted and trampled by cows, and he gets up and dusts himself off, and he's fine. But yeah, his piss-colored anima is just like not there at the moment.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, he's never been in a life or death situation that would require his anima to manifest. Just like situations where it's like, boy, it really would have sucked if I wasn't, hard-headed enough to survive that bull kick.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyone else? Yeah, we will...
I was thinking that Molly wasn't born with hers, but she met it young.
Okay.
I met her maybe, not recently, but when she was younger.
Okay. So, usually, a anima is manifested during a very traumatic or stressful event in someone's life. What kind of event caused protein fluff to manifest itself?
So just thinking about it, I was just thinking maybe she fell from a large distance when she was younger, and that was how she met it because the speediness of it.
So she fell and it manifested and softened the fall with the acid.
And gave her a little boost, because couldn't give her essentially a little boost of speed, or what's the word I'm thinking of? Reaction time.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now I'm thinking, my original thinking was she's falling from a great height, so protein fluff would use its acid to kind of melt the ground a little, so it would be softer when she hit. But with the speed and the reaction time, now I'm thinking more it manifested, wrapped itself around her, and then leaped off to grab whatever she fell off of to, cancel the falling altogether.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
That was the thing I forgot to think about.
All right. And how about Florence? Has Florence ever been in a situation where...
I don't think Florence has ever had a negative interaction ever.
Oh, boy.
I think that he is so, what could have happened that, he went off and pushed papers too good, and...
He got a real deep paper cut.
I think that he is extremely unaware of his own, like, anima abilities, which makes it kind of ironic that he is super into the cryptozoology, like, aesthetic and the fun of this whole thing, but he's also never had a supernatural experience.
I love it. I was really hoping that was going to be the deal for him.
Mm-hmm.
City Hall just has a rat infestation.
Yeah.
It's a dingless
Perfect.
thing. We keep the janitor keeps saying this rat's made of crystal. We think the janitor might be taking some crystal rats if you catch my meaning.
Is Crystal Rat going to now be canonical?
Not as of right now.
Okay.
We will see.
That's all we can ask for.
Yes. All right. So let's see. We got everybody's character. We have the house rules laid down. We have the drives. I believe we are almost done with session 0 at an hour and a half.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we end session 0, and of course for the stream and the recording, there will probably be a lot of back and forth between us in between episodes, because we're doing this every other week, barring any...
I'm in another country.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is probably all the information that we have at the moment for... or that we need at the moment for Portsmouth. So, before we finish up, there is something I wrote down for the end of this session, kind of like a prelude and like vibe thing for the campaign as a whole. I did write this down, and I am reading it, so I am probably gonna flub stuff. So... yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah. Fair warning. It is a late Friday night on June 15th, just a few hours before dawn and the start of the annual Lobster Festival. A cool breeze from the coast has turned the night air around Main Street chilly for this time of year. The businesses up and down the road have been closed for a few hours, and the street is mostly devoid of human activity. Down the middle of the road, apparently not in the least bit concerned with his own safety, is a man with a forgettable face and a crisp white suit. He whistles a directionless tune as he approaches the area to be marked off for the festival. He stops in a spot that will soon become the stage for the following day's entertainment. Reaching into his jacket, he produces an intricately etched pocket watch. The watch glows with a gentle amber light as he opens it up. The man in the crisp white suit looks around as though trying to get his bearings. He holds up his hand, as if trying to frame a scene, and after a few moments, readjusts his positioning, taking a few steps forward and a bit to his left. He smiles an unremarkable smile and closes the watch, putting it back into the pocket of his suit jacket. "Ah, yes, here we are," he says, kneeling and placing a hand to the ground. "This will do nicely." The air around him shimmers like a heat wave through a kaleidoscope. The shimmering seems to ooze off the man and puddles onto the road before seeping into the asphalt itself. Rather pleased with himself, the forgettable man in a crisp white suit straightens up while dusting off his hands, turns on his heels, and begins to walk back the way he came, whistling his directionless tune, seemingly excited for tomorrow's festivities. And yeah, that is what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got some stuff to write down for session 1. I had a good chunk of it written down, but then I realized I don't have anyone's characters. So I couldn't go too far. But yeah, next time we play, we will get into the city of Portsmouth and explore the Lobster Fest and see what kind of shenanery happens there with two vain individuals and a good old boy.
Please, sir, I'm just a simple boy. I'm just a simple country boy.
I'm just a simple boy that needs a simple EpiPen.
Everybody here is so sparkly. Why are you all so sparkly?
I had no idea that there was shellfish in this here lobster quiche.
What do you mean they put shells in fish?
Oh, I love him.
Oh, he's great. I love all these
100% good himbo boy.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, as a unfortunate result of us streaming the game, for I guess future reference of the stream and not necessarily the recording, I will not be interacting with chat all that often. I only mention this because I saw Zemps showed up, our pal Zemps, and he seems very amused by this. But yeah, that is all for session 0. If individuals wanted to contact me, I have a Twitter at CrimsBacon, CRIMS Bacon. If anyone else wants potential strangers to yell at you on the internet, feel free to give your social media handles.
My Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, everything is Ashenheartcry. I won't spell that for you, you can find it out yourself.
Yeah.
No, it's ASHENHARTKRIE.
Yeah.
If that's the name of a thing, it's probably me.
I know definitely Julian doesn't want strangers talking to him.
Oh yes, I don't leave the house or talk to people.
You don't even go to the grocery store.
I don't.
And
I hate it. It's my least favorite.
I assume the same is true for you, Hillary?
I have a Tumblr, which is lovely-hills, HILLS.
Okay. So yeah, that is where those of us who can be contacted for individuals viewing and or listening to this. All right. We will see people later. I will get with our editor and see when things can be edited and see just what exactly is going to happen with this weird recording thing we got going on. And follow me on social media. I will post when and where I post this full episode. That works. All right.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening and showing up.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I waved at the camera. We don't have webcams on.